Hey y'all, good morning, good afternoon, good night. My name is Empress Journey, and I want to take you on my journey with this Empress, all right? So, before we go any further, this video is up close, personal, graphic, and may have some explicit language, okay? So this is not intended for minors, so to speak, or people under the age of 18, all right? Now, there's not gonna be an illegal name mentioned in this video, but I would like to share my life story of many horrendous things that even as a society, a lot of us tend to sweep a lot of unmentionables underneath the rug. And this video is hopefully to encourage someone to stand up and speak out, all right? Not everyone is going to believe you, but if you learn to fight for what you believe in, you'll be surprised how far you could go, all right? Now, with that said, my name is Empress Journey, and this is my first of hopefully many videos, all right? So, with that said, if you like, share, subscribe, I could go on with more videos as we progress, right? So, here goes. All right, before I started, I wanted to say if I start laughing uncontrollably, it's just because you got to laugh to prevent yourself from crying, all right? I like to laugh. I don't like to cry. I don't know about you, but I'm a laugh in order not to cry, all right? Now, this begins around 1987. My mom at the time was a bartender to a local community bar, you could say. It was one of many bars, but that particular spot was, you could say, the hot spot, you know. So my mom had a friend, we're going to call him Mr. Black, all right? So her boss and herself that Friday, I remember it was a Friday, it was payday because mom took me with her to work on Fridays until my older sibling got home from school. Now, as I was saying, she went to her house because she was storing some of the products and merchandise at our home for her boss. So they went to go stock up on what was going to be needed for Friday night. So Mr. Black decided to tell mom, oh, but you're going to carry all those things and you have the baby with you. And mom say, it's true. And he said, oh, no problem. I'll just let her sit right here with me. It was kind of around midday, 12 o'clock. So, everyone was still at work, at school. So it was kind of quiet. The only other person who was on the building was the grocery store owner, who him and his wife also lived in the back. So, they were in the back trying to do household work while the store was literally empty. When you go there, you call. But my mom walked off with her boss to go get whatever it was. They didn't stay long. I remember that. As a child, especially when you wait in time, seemed to take forever. But at that moment, for me, that time, it didn't take forever. But I remember him closing his shoemaking shop. He had some supplies behind the door. He take it out and say, oh, let me put it over here. But next thing I know, he got a cardboard box. It was an Excelsior cracker box, right? So he opened the box, and next thing you know, he tell me to lay down there. He said, you're not sleeping. I go, mm-mm. He said, come on, man, just lay down. And before I know it, this man unzip his zipper, take out his thing, trying to pull my dress up. I remember clear as day that I was wearing a dress with flowers, red roses on it. He had the white wife beater top and then the gathering around the waist. The top of it was white, but the other half had roses on it. Next thing I know, here goes this grown man pulling down my clothes and trying to take his thing out to rub it on me, in the female reproductive area. Anyway, I remember just being so grossed out because I guess he had an erection and that slimy stuff was coming off, and I remember it touching on me and I jumped. But before he got any further, I remember my mom going, hey there, we're back. Right then and there, he jumped up, pulled up my clothes, and I guess my mom walked up just when he pulled my underwear up, and my mom is asking, "What, the girl sleepy?" He said, "Yeah, she was telling me she's sleepy," and mom go, "But that's strange because she normally don't take nap in the daytime." Anyway, my mom kind of just look at him and say, "Mind you know." And he giggling, you know how when most people get nervous, they'd giggle. "No, man, it's nothing like that." Right? Then this man had the nerves to try to hold my hand to walk me into the grocery store to buy me. He tell me, "Oh, what is your favorite color?" So at the time I tell him yellow. He go, "Oh, you know, I'll take her inside. She was so good that I'm going to take her inside and buy her a yellow lollipop." You know those little flat little lollipop with the white stick? Well, yeah, those ones. So he gave me a green one and a yellow one, and I remember holding the yellow one and I threw it down on the ground and it fell off. I don't know how it got out the paper, but I remember it being smashed into pieces and all over the store. And my mom was kind of upset, not knowing what had just taken place. She upset and was, wanted to scold me and said, when someone offer you something, you would lean to be grateful, or you just tell them you don't want it. He took the green one from me, was trying to open it to give it to me. And I think I don't remember clearly, but I think I turned the stick and poked him in his belly, and my mom slapped me on my hand. Now, that was the first time. The second time, again, mom tried to leave me with him, and I was kicking and screaming and hollering because I didn't want to go. Here goes this man, gray hair, older, elderly man. Around you could tell he was past 50 because he have a lot of gray hair, and, when you're single in those days, you kind of dress a certain way. I assume, I'm just saying. But that was the first time. The second time it happened to me, we had moved from that location because it got to the point where I didn't want to be around him. When mom tried to tell him, "Oh, watch her for me, let me go use the bathroom," I would kick and scream and holler and, But anyway, they stopped leaving me with him because they realized, I guess, something was wrong. Now, the second time it happened, we moved to this other place. Excuse me, my mouth is a little dry. We moved to this other place, and a family member, I'm going to call him Red, had just came to live with us. I remember I was about 8 years old, and they had to be around 14, 15, because I know for sure they're 6, maybe 7 years older than I am. So it was a Friday. Mom went to grocery shopping because, of course, she had her morning job. She got off around approximately 2 o'clock, got home, took her shower, and said she was going to go get some food because she realized we had food, but she didn't want my brothers to light the stove. Boys, they play, they don't really pay attention. So she decided she was going to go get groceries so we have stuff we could just open and eat, or, whatever. That family member had just came to live with us. I knew it was like the first week when they came to live with us. My older brother had went to the store and told him, "Hey, watch sis for me," or, keep an eye on her. Next thing I know, while my brother on his way running, I remember him running because where we lived, it was a small little kind of a hill where you had to walk to go towards the main road. And I remember being on the patio and watching him run because his shirt was open. He was flying, and I was laughing, saying, "Oh, he looked like Superman or Batman," something of that sort. So that person come and say, "Come on, I got something to show you." I went in the room and they said, "Okay, I'm going to show you something, but you can't tell anybody, okay? It's our secret." I'm like, "Okay." I was so happy, here was I about to get a surprise, or so I thought. They say, "Close your eyes and open your hand." I closed my eyes and I opened my hand. And I remember I was giggling so hard because I was excited to see what it was. Typical kid. Next thing I know, I feel something in my hand. But that thing is a